application. So at time of redeploying service which executed previously successfully, previous state may not be executed or may not be deployed properly due to some deployment issues or dependency issues, as maybe failed due to some dependency issues. It is not a rule actually. I'm just saying actually. Okay, I'm just saying because of some dependency issue, the service which was executed previously may not be successfully executed now. So what happened? We have to rectify that particular services. So we have to block your continuous development. And the next drawback is monolithic architecture is going to be unscalable. We call it unscalable actually. And as I already told before, what is monolithic architecture? We are going to put all the services into a single architecture, a single application. We are going to put all the services into a single application actually. So for example, right now we have e-commerce application. After e-commerce application, we have customer service, product service, and the payment service as well as your card services. So consider my payment services. Consider my payment service needs what you can able to say software specification. Okay, more or high software specification. For example, for my payment services, I need 16 GB RAM is needed, and the latest processor is needed actually, and like that it was and I need all higher end configuration is needed actually. But for customer services and all, the basic configuration is sufficient actually. But since we are putting all the services into a single application, can I give basic configuration to customer service and higher configuration to payment service? Yes. Hello. I told what is monolithic architecture now. We are going to put all the services into a single application. So now my payment services requires higher configuration, whereas your customer services and all, it's needed only basic configuration. So since we are putting everything into a single service, can I provide for customer service basic configuration and for payment service can I provide higher configuration? No, it is not possible because we are providing everything into a single mission. We are providing everything actually. So can I give partly for and basic configuration for customer service and higher configuration for payment service? No, sir. It is not possible actually. So that's the reason it is called to be unscalable. Okay, that's the reason it is called to be unscalable. So what is unscalable now? Different services needs different requirements. So different services will be needing different requirements will be needing actually. So we can't able to give one configuration to one service and another configuration to another services. That is not possible to give it. So that's the reason it is called to be unscalable. And there is one more reason also you can able to say for your unscalable is that, and as I already told before, in the case of your monolithic architecture, we are going to put all the services into a single application. We are going to put it actually. So now if I talk about customer service will access only the information about what? Customer. And payment service will access only the information about the payment. And product service will be accessing only the information about the product actually. And card service will be accessing only the information about the card. But since we are putting everything into a single application, my customer service can access the information about the customer as well as he can able to access the information about the payment product as well as your card actually. Because we are putting everything into a single application actually. So that is also one of the reasons why we say it is unscalable actually. All services will get access to all data. Which makes the caching operation to be less effective, and it requires more memory consumption. Okay, so why we call it to be unscalable now? Because different services will be needing different requirements. It will be different configuration. It will be required actually. But since we are putting in a single application, we can't give one configuration to one service and another configuration to another service actually. And as I already told before, your payment service needs higher configuration. So what happens over here? The same higher configuration has to be given for which one also? Customer service payment and a product service as well as your card service, which is not needed actually. So obviously the cost of your application is going to be more actually. And the second thing, and since we are putting everything into a single application, all the services will be getting access to all the data actually. So obviously your caching operation will be less effective and it is going to require more memory consumption. Yeah, memory consumption also will be more actually. Okay, that is also one of a drawback in the case of your monolithic architecture. The next drawback is we call it unreliable. Okay, the next drawback is we call it unreliable actually. And what is that unreliable now? If as I already told before, in the case of your e-commerce